Let's get to work.
Let's get to it.
Ready, JD?
Let's do it.
All right, let's just bounce it out here. Start to bring some heat into the body. So whether it's cold where you are, warm where you are, always good to start getting the blood flowing before you do any type of stretching, any type of working out. Start to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then let's go ahead and take our feet wider than hip width. Nice big arm circles back. Now these are back by popular demand. I think, JD, you put a request in for these. So if you've been with me for a while, you know I like to do some arm circles.
Classic Nora warm-up stuff.
In a workout. And if this is your first day, then welcome, and I hope you enjoy your first workout here on Daily Burn. My name is Nora. I'm a trainer. I've been with Daily Burn for like 4 years now.
Yeah.
And I'm also a registered dietitian, so I hope to be seeing lots more of you. Let's take that into a squat. Sitting back into your heels, opening your chest, making sure your knees are going directly over your toes. Start to let your breath flow in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's take 2 more. Last one, feet come together. Let's step back, reverse lunge, hands on your hips. Let's take a little twist to the side, back to center, and then other side. So a little gentle twist here, just starting to find some rotation there in the spine. Don't have to force it here in the beginning. Just see where you're at. Start to bring some gentle movement. Let's take 1 more each side. Last one. Back to center. Step out to the right. We're gonna take a lateral lunge with 1 pulse. Step back to center, other side. Lateral lunge, pulse. Let's do that a few more times. Now this is called dynamic stretching, where you're kind of moving through the stretch. A great way to warm up, find some of that range of motion without holding static stretching and potentially straining the muscle. So let's take 1 more each side. Last one. I'm gonna plank walk out here to the front. 1 arm at a time. Find your plank position, hold for a quick breath, bend your knees, walk your hands back into your feet, and slowly roll up. We'll take that 2 more times. Walking your hands out, finding your plank position, holding for a quick second, bending your knees, walk back, slowly roll up. Now this 3rd time, I actually want you to hold your plank here. Take a few breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And on your next breath, I want you to lift your hips into down dog. So hips lift, down dog, and then shift back forward into plank. So we're gonna flow through these 2 moves here, warming up the shoulders and warming up the abs. Let's take 3 more down dog to plank. 2 more. Last one. Now, if you're comfortable here in your plank position, I want you to lower down onto your forearms, and let's hold our forearm plank here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees, bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Give me 1 nice deep cat-cow here, curling through the spine. Arch, look up. Back to center, tuck your toes under, lift your hips back to the ceiling, walk your hands into your feet, slowly roll up, and let's bounce it out as we get ready to go into circuit 1. So if you're using weights, I want you to go ahead and grab your weights. If you're not using weights, you can follow along with JD there in the back. So first move we have here is a squat. Feet right underneath your hips, 1 weight in each hand. You're gonna sit back, press through your heels to stand. Let's go, 40 seconds on the clock. So, how this workout works is each circuit has 3 moves. We do each move on their own, just like we're doing right now with this squat. And then we flow into the next move, and then the 3rd move, and then we'll put them all together after a short little rest. So we have 20 seconds here. We're prepping to go into our bicep curl next. So for the bicep curl, you can actually leave your feet right where they're at, and then just start to curl the arms. We have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Now we're gonna go right into bicep curl. So palms face up. You'll see another variation of bicep curls later in this workout. But this one, palms are facing up. Elbows are in towards your sides. And you're lowering down almost to a fully straight elbow there. Slight bend will stay in the elbow, but almost completely straight. You wanna keep a little bit of tension there on that muscle. Now, if you're really focused on the moves, I want you to start thinking about your breath. If the strength training is new to you, just know that your breath is gonna be your biggest friend as you start to move more advanced movements and start to build up endurance. So keep focusing on the breath. Now our next move, we're going into an overhead press. Ready? Here we go. You can follow along. Elbows out to the side, press overhead. Elbows come down wide. Overhead, come down wide. So right now we've gone through 2 moves, very little rest, right? So we're building up that muscular endurance. Lots of repetitions here. Continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. We have about 20 seconds here. Now you might be feeling this in your shoulders, and that's totally normal, but I also want you to start thinking about how the back is working in this move. So these lat muscles here that kind of come down the sides of your arms and shoulders and down into the back and the ribs, we want to feel those helping as we lift and press overhead. Give me 2 more reps here. Last one. Weights come down. You can shake out the shoulders, shake out the legs if you need to. We're gonna put all 3 of those moves together, squat, curl, then press in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat, bicep curl, press overhead, come back in and lower down. Let's go again. So you can kind of let the hands naturally rotate through this. You can see they rotate back towards you, up, and then back in towards the thighs as you squat. If you kind of just let them naturally fall as they will, they'll rotate with the movement. Now JD is doing an awesome job. Even though he's not using weights, he's keeping lots of tension in the fist. This is a great way to work up to building weights and to keep putting tension on that muscle if you have limited equipment. Let's take this as our last one, lowering down and shake it out. Okay, we have another circuit with the similar format. So our first move in this second circuit, reverse lunge with a pulse, will alternate sides. So you step back, reverse lunge, take a little pulse, step back to center, then you'll go other side, reverse lunge, pulse, back to center. Let's go. Step back, pulse, come back to center, other side, reverse lunge, pulse, back to center. Now each of these moves are 40 seconds. So you have 40 seconds here to really get this move in your body, to focus on your form. If you get to know me, you know that I love talking about form. But the reason I love talking about it so much is because once you get your form down and you get those basics down, you can really build a solid foundation to help you work out long-term without injury. So always focus on your form. No need to push it, no need to go fast. Let's take one more, then we're gonna step our feet together right underneath our hips and go into hammer curl. Palms now are facing each other. So this is another variation of the bicep curl that we just did. Elbows stay in close to the ribs. Palms face each other.
What muscle are we working that's different from a regular bicep curl when we hammer curl?
For sure. So you could probably feel right now as you're squeezing, we're still working the biceps, but you can feel the inside of the bicep working a little bit more here, and even the lower part of the bicep working a little bit more. So you feel kind of as you squeeze the arms in, you're hitting different parts of that bicep muscle. You might even feel the triceps engage as you're controlling and you lower down with this parallel position in the arms. All right, team, we're taking 2 more here. Then let's keep the feet right where they are, alternating side raise. Palm faces down, one arm raises up, then other arm raises up. Let's go. So here in these alternating side raises, I want you to have a slight bend in the elbow. And then the fist is gonna come right in line at shoulder height there. So no need to bring the weight all the way up here. Keep it right at shoulder height. And even though we're doing shoulder raises here, it's kind of counterintuitive. You want to keep the shoulder down and away from your ear. So feel those lat muscles, those back muscles pulling down as the arm lifts. Lots to think about while you're lifting weights. I always tell my clients, if you're bored, you're doing it wrong, because there's always so much to think about. Let's take one more. Lower down. Now we put all 3 together. Reverse lunge, no pulse, hammer curl, then we'll do both arms raising at the same time. Let's go on the right leg in 3, 2, 1. Step back, reverse lunge, hammer curl, both arms raise, other side. Reverse lunge, hammer curl, both arms raise, other side. Let's keep it going. We have a little less than 30 seconds here. Now that you know these moves, you can always feel free to pick up the pace. You can always feel free to increase the weights. This is your workout. This is your 30 minutes. JD and I are here just to guide you through this, but we really want you to make this your own, and we want you to get the most out of this 30 minutes that you possibly can.
Tell you what, this is a good workout. Like, if you're new to weights, you should maybe consider some light weights for this workout, because I think you can do it.
Totally. This is our last one. You've made it through. Woo, lower down. Now, if you need a little break here to shake out the arms, shake out the fingers with the weights, totally go ahead and take that. We have a lateral series coming up. So one weight in each hand if you're using it. We're gonna step out lateral lunge, high knee balance. That's our first move. 30 seconds one side, then 30 seconds the second side. Ready? Here we go. Lateral lunge, high knee balance. Lateral lunge, high knee balance. Good. So this is a big balance challenge here. Lots that goes into balance. But the first thing I really want you to think about is your solid center. So if your abs are loose and you're letting everything up top wiggle, this is gonna be 10 times harder. Make sure you really squeeze your abs, lock in your shoulders. Let's take one more on this side, and we'll go right away to the other side. Here we go. Lateral lunge, high knee. Lateral lunge, high knee. Now, something you'll also learn you're working out, and what I've been practicing a lot of recently is visualization. You kind of have to picture yourself here standing tall, right? Or you're not gonna ever do it. If you picture yourself, oh, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, you're gonna fall. So just say to yourself, I got it, I'm gonna stand tall. Picture yourself standing tall there. Your body will follow. Take two more, team. Last one. Now put that foot down, other foot goes back. Single leg deadlift, hinging forward, coming back up to standing. You can tap that foot down. Let's go right away. JD has a great mod here if you're building up to a single leg deadlift. He's kind of taking one foot back for a little bit of extra support there. Same thing, there's a lot that goes into a single leg deadlift. It looks really simple. It looks like we're kind of just going up and down, but there's a lot happening between ankle stability, core stability, hamstring strength, shoulder strength. Let's take two more, team, and then we'll go right away to the other side. Here we go, switch sides. Now, while it's easy to start to grip here in your toes, try and relax the toes. Feel them spread out there in the bottom of your shoe so we can really get the work here where it counts, which is in the ankle, which is in the hamstring, all up and down the back of the leg there. 10 seconds. If you feel yourself falling to the outside, go ahead and engage your inner thigh, press down through the center of your foot. Let's try one more together. Now putting that foot right underneath your hips, we're taking a narrow row. Hinging forward 45 degrees, elbows come up, lower down. Here we go, 40 seconds here. Nice and simple. Good. Here's also where you really want to focus on that solid core supporting the movement that's happening. Even though this is technically a back and an arm movement here, the core is doing a lot to support the spine. So I don't want you to round forward here at any part in the spine. I want you to keep the length from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the tailbone. Nice, everyone. We have about 5 seconds left, and then you guessed it, we're putting them all together. Let's take last one. Lower down. So I'm gonna show this one time through. We lateral lunge, high knee, single leg deadlift. I want you to row in your deadlift and then come back up. We'll go all one side, 40 seconds, then all the other side. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lateral lunge, high knee, single leg deadlift. Give me the row there in that deadlift. Back to center, that's the challenge. Side, high knee, single leg deadlift, row, that's it. Keep that core nice and solid. Strong line, shoulders and hips square. Almost there, team. Stay with it. Remember, you have to visualize yourself doing this. Know your body will follow. Let's take 2 more on this side. Last one, team. And then that hamstring will get a break. My right hamstring here is really burning. I don't know about you guys. Let's go to the other side. Here we go. Lateral lunge. High knee. Hinging forward into that deadlift. Row. Back up to center. Woo! How you feeling, JD?
Good. Hamstrings are getting some work.
Absolutely, absolutely. I wasn't kidding when I said muscular endurance. Our hamstrings are going through about 3 or 4 minutes here of straight work. but stay with it. This is how we get stronger. Working out, yeah, it's gonna be a little uncomfortable at times. That's why they call it work, right? You're pushing yourself. You're really going in with a mission to grow and to change. And that requires a little bit of discomfort, but the results will be amazing. Last one, team. Back up to center. Okay, I have one more standing circuit for you. This one, we're actually gonna work in this external rotation. So, toes come turned out, feet nice and wide. We're gonna take the second position, plie, and come back up to standing, nice and simple. Let's go. Bending the knees and standing up. Bending the knees, press through the heels to stand. Now, we're working in a slightly different position here than we normally do, which is that parallel position. And it's really easy here to let the tailbone start to creep out behind you. Let these ribs open up and let the chest tilt forward. So what I want you to do is squeeze your lower abs, tuck that tailbone under slightly, roll your shoulders down and back, and lift your chest.
I think it's interesting to do this back to back with that deadlift.
Yes.
Because the deadlift has got that hinge feeling.
Yep.
And this does not. This is straight up and down.
Absolutely. Totally working different parts of the legs, different mechanics. Last one. Now stay right where you are. Pull those elbows high and lower down. So we have a high pull here. You can adjust your feet slightly if you need to, but they could stay right there in that turned out second position. Now, same thing that we talked about in the side raises, even though we're pulling the arms up, I want you to think about keeping the shoulders down. So you don't want the shoulders creeping up towards the ears. Get them down as you pull high. I like to explain this one as if I'm a marionette and I'm there pulling your elbows up. You want that kind of feeling of leading almost with the elbows, finding that internal rotation here in the shoulders. You have 10 more seconds. Awesome. Now your elbows, they're gonna go just about shoulder height, maybe an inch higher, but aiming for the shoulder height there. This will be our last one. You're gonna stay right where you are with the feet and go into an alternating front raise. So similar to the side raise that we did, we're raising one arm at a time to the front, getting a little deeper into the shoulders here. Shoulders kind of have 3 attachment points, the muscles, front, side, back. So it's always good that we work front, side, back when we're building up shoulder strength and stability. You guys are doing awesome. Stay with me. This is not an easy workout. There's very little rests here, but you're doing great. Again, building up that muscular and cardiovascular endurance. We have about 3 more seconds here. Then we take a quick rest and put it all together in 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake out the shoulders. You can shake out the legs real quick if we need to. Plie, high pull, both arms raised to the front in 3, 2, 1. So we go. Plie, high pull, both arms raised front, and again, plie, high pull, both arms raised front. Awesome, everyone. I want you to feel your center nice and solid here. So as the arms lift forward, that's the challenge, to not go with the arms, but to use your abs, to use your back, to press down through the heels to resist what's happening there in the front of the body. Awesome work. Less than 10 seconds. You're crushing it. Let's make this our last rep, JD.
All right.
It's like, don't have to tell me twice. Rest. All right, let's come down to the ground. I'm not going to use weights here, but absolutely feel free to use weights at home if you'd like. We have a bit of a core challenge. Now, we're going to come down and hold our beast for about 20 seconds. So if you're not familiar with beast, find your tabletop position, tuck your toes underneath, lift your knees so they hover about 4 inches off the ground, and let's hold here for 20 seconds. Good. So if you're setting up the arms and you're unsure, you want to think about the wrists right under the elbows right under the shoulders. So if you start to feel any shoulder discomfort, you might want to check and make sure that your hands aren't too far out in front of you. We have 3 more seconds here. Then we're going to go into a row in 2, 1. So row one arm up, lower down, other arm up, lower down. Super challenging move here. JD has an awesome mod building up that upper body and core strength there on his knees. But if you're taking this beast mode, I really want you to focus on squaring off the hips, squaring off the shoulders. You have 3, 2, 1. Drop to your knees, roll out your wrists for a second. We're taking this into a sit through with a press. So you're starting in that beast position. You're gonna sit through, kick one leg out and press this top arm up. Come back to center, and then you'll switch sides, press that top arm up back to center. Let's go. Keep alternating sides here. Transitioning through your beast position here in the center. So remember, you want to replace that hand right underneath your shoulder every time. We have 3, 2, 1. Come back to the knees. Roll out your wrists. We're putting those 3 moves together. Beast, row, kick through with a press. We have 5 seconds, so find your tabletop position. We'll go in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you start in your beast. Row, kick through with that press. Come back through that row position into beast. Now other side, beast, row, kick through, come back through that row, and beast. Good. I love these moves because they're a little bit of a brain teaser. Sometimes your body's just on autopilot and you have to remind it, like, stop, no, other direction, hold here. Working out is just as challenging for the mind as it is for the body. Let's take one more, team. Kick through, back to center, and lower down. All right, we're gonna roll over onto our back for a core progression. Similar theory here. We have 3 moves we're gonna build on top of each other. First move, we're gonna take a crunch. So bring your knees right above your hips. Fingertips reach forward, feet are flexed. We crunch up, lower down. Nice and simple for 40 seconds. So join me if you haven't already. Now I'll tell you, the most common mistake here in this move is letting the knees come in towards the chest. So take a little check here for your knees. Make sure they're right over your hips at 90 degrees. What this does is it forces you to engage your lower abs a little bit more to help keep that lower back pressed firmly into the ground. So at the end of the circuit, if your lower abs aren't burning, you're probably doing it wrong. So forewarning, your abs are gonna burn. You have 4 more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Now keep the feet and the knees right where they are. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Dead bug. You extend same arm as leg, come back to center. Other side, same arm as leg, back to center. Your head is resting flat on the ground. So here you can think about keeping that long line from the tailbone to the back of the head. So every part of your spine should be pressing firmly into the ground here. And you almost want to feel like your rib cage is pulling tight together in the center, like you have shoelaces tied to the insides of your ribs and they're tightening, tightening, tightening there. Nice, everyone. Stay with me here. 10 more seconds. Awesome. We have 3, 2, last one. Now bring your hands behind your head. I want you to tuck crunch, little reverse crunch here. Everything pulls in and then extend out long. 40 seconds. Tuck crunch with a reverse crunch and extend. Tuck, reverse crunch, and extend. So the burning is happening. How you feeling, JD?
Good.
Good. And if you're looking at JD there, he's doing an awesome mod. So as you are building up your abdominal endurance and your lower abdominal strength, this is a great way to do it. He's tapping the heels on the ground there. So he's still getting the benefits of that reverse crunch and the legs going forward while working up to the full extension. Now, if you're extending the legs, know that the higher you take the legs, it'll be a little bit easier on the lower back. The lower you take the legs, the more challenging it will be there. You have 2 more. Last one. All right, let's take a little rest. Brain teaser, we're putting all 3 together. So we crunch, take 1 dead bug, tuck crunch with the arms reaching forward, and we extend behind. We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So let's start with that crunch. Let's take 1 dead bug. Let's tuck and extend everything long. Come back to center. Crunch. 1 dead bug. Crunch everything in and extend. Good, everyone. Now, this is challenging. Like I said, body kind of wants to take over and go into its own thing. But just do your best to follow along. And if all else fails, just keep crunching. Let's take 1 more, JD. Crunch. Dead bug. Last tuck crunch and extend. Oh my goodness, my abs are burning. So let's stand up. Let's finish off with a little bit of cardio. We are going to build 1 move on top of each other in this cardio circuit. We have 2 circuits like this. I'm just gonna have you follow along. We're gonna go for a ride, but like I said, 4 moves. We're gonna keep adding on as we go. First move, alternating front kicks, 20 seconds. in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So alternating front kicks here. Nice and simple. I want you to think about really pressing through the heel, finding the power. Doesn't matter if your leg is high, doesn't matter if your leg is low. I want you to focus on the power that's coming through the hamstring. Now, we have about 8 more seconds left here. I'm gonna show you what's coming next. We have front kick, jump rope, jump rope. Join me now. Front kick, jump rope, jump rope. JD has a low impact version here. Jump rope, jump rope. So we're here for another 20 seconds. Good. And then you guessed it, we have another move building on at the end of these two. All right, 8 more seconds. We're gonna add a twist, twist, twist. Here we go. Front kick, jump rope, twist, twist. Again, kick, jump rope, twist. Good. I'm really keeping you on your toes today, like metaphorically and literally. You gotta really keep your weight forward, stay on your toes here as you're moving your body weight side to side. All right, I'm gonna show the add-on. Kick, jump rope, twist, twist, hop front. So you have kick, jump rope, twist, hop front. Keep going, last 15 seconds here. We're building up all the way. Twist, hop front, or JD's doing the squat. Last round.
Oh, I got lost.
Jump
back.
Jump rope, we got it. Twist, just keep moving, JD. All right, air high five, that was awesome. Perfect example, if you lose your spot, doesn't matter, just keep moving.
Keep moving.
Keep that heart rate high. All right, now, we have our second cardio round. We are going to start jumping jacks, nice and simple, 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, here we go, jumping jack. There we go. So you're here for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna add on just like we did in this last circuit. Let's see, what's our next move here? Awesome, 5 more seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take 2 jumping jacks, 2 power squats. 2 jumping jacks, 2 power squats. So find your rhythm. This is not a contest to see who can do it fastest. It's for you to see how strong you're getting, the type of progress you're making. This is your workout. It's not a competition. All right, I'm gonna show you the next add-on. 2 jumping jacks, 2 power squats, 2 power lunges or reverse lunges. So jumping jack, power squat, power lunge. Good. Keep with it. I know the legs are starting to burn here. This is what building endurance is all about. Pushing through that discomfort, pushing through that threshold, coming out stronger on the other side. All right, next move we have jumping jack, power squat, power lunge, 2 tough jumps there at the end. We're gonna give our legs a little shake out here. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jumping jack, power squat, power lunge, tuck jump, you got it. Jumping jack, power squat, we got it. Tuck jump, last round.
Let's go.
Jumping jack, power squat, reverse lunge. Come on, we got it. And tuck jump. Oh my goodness, my legs are burning. I don't know about yours, but that was really good work. Really good work, JD.
Thank you.
Checking his heart rate. You might want to check your heart rate at home.
130
Woo.
on mod.
All right.
It's a good sign.
Let's just step touch. Bring the heart rate down here for a second. Start to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take your feet nice and wide here. Roll the shoulders up and back. Breathing in through the nose, out through your mouth, and reverse the direction of the shoulders, up and forward. Take a second just to be proud knowing that you showed up. You pushed through all the obstacles of the day, and you did something that's gonna benefit you today and for many, many, many years down the road if you keep up with this. Good, one arm comes in front, roll your shoulder down and away. All it took was 30 minutes to completely change how you feel today. Release that bottom arm and go ahead and give yourself a little stretch here in the neck. And release. Let's go other side. Cross body stretch. Roll that shoulder down and away. And tilt your head away from the shoulder that is up. One breath here. Release that bottom arm. Go ahead, grab your head very gently from the side and give yourself a little neck stretch. Very nice. Release your hands. Step your feet together. Step back on your right foot. Take a runner stretch here. Good. So nice long spine. Feel your back hip driving forward. Feel the stretch in that hip flexor. And on your next breath, step your back foot in just a few feet here so you come into this staggered hamstring stretch. So your front foot is about 1.5 feet in front of the other foot. And I want you to think about reaching your forehead down towards your toe to feel the length in the spine. Let's take one more breath here. Then step your back foot forward to meet the front foot and switch. Other foot comes back into your runner stretch. If you're working on that mobility, you can always place your hand on a chair, a block, or all the way down on the ground. On your next breath, I want you to step your back foot in several feet. Find that staggered hamstring stretch. You can always use your hands here for support as well on the shin or the thigh. Remember, we want that forehead reaching towards the toe. Take one more breath here and step your back foot in to meet the front foot. Bend both knees, press both hips up in the air, and slowly roll up to standing. Today we're gonna finish class the way I always like to, with 3 deep breaths. Now I want you to find a word, a phrase that's gonna carry you through the rest of the day. It's gonna carry you through the rest of the week. Hold on to that word or phrase and let's take 3 deep breaths on that right now. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Second inhale, even deeper. I want you to feel your ribs and your lungs expanding. Exhale. Your third inhale is your deepest. Fill your lungs all the way to the top. You are alive. You are breathing. What a gift. Exhale slowly. And come back up to standing. Give yourself a round of applause. That was awesome work today. That was a hard workout, but you showed up and you did it, and I'm super proud of you.
Nice. Nora, thank you so much.
Thank you, JD. Thanks for hanging in there.
There was strength, there was core, there was cardio.
Oh my goodness, yes.
It was all the things. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You guys at home, thank you so much. Great